his natural habitat. Oh, I think the train's coming, guys. I'm out of here. Let me get out. Good morning, guys. Happy New Year. Today we're going in search of the paths of the Cristero people, also known as the Cristero Rebellion or La Cristiada. We're gonna go look for some caves and follow our path, see what we find. We find ourselves today again with Oscar.
What up, Joe?
And David.
What up, bro?
Let's go see what we find in this adventure. Let's get going. And we're in Tequila, Jalisco. This is very touristic town, and it's known for its famous tequila companies. All right, guys, let's keep going. Now, this Cristero War, it took a total loss of 90,000 deaths, approximately 56,000 from the government side and 30,000 from the Cristeros. As you see right there on the numbers, well, obviously the Cristeros, they were winning the war. Today's path is through a railroad track, and we're just walking along the town of Tequila. Let's go in search of these caves, see what they look like, and see what this adventure brings to us. Now, this was one of the paths used by the Cristeros. I was doing a little bit of research, and these railroad tracks that we're standing on, we're coming from over there, said that they were up back then as well. So it's also said that the Cristero people used to stop the train themselves, or sometimes just hop into it to flee the area, to get away, to protect their families, because in that era, in that time, the government was not respecting kids, was not respecting females or anything. They were killing them left and right, whether they were kids, whether they were ladies, old ladies. So in reality, what happened, or the main reason that war started, was because back in 1926, the president back then, I can't remember the name off the top of the head, but his last name was Calles. He wanted to get rid of Catholicism. He didn't want Catholicism here in Mexico. So that's when the Catholic Church rose, and they fought against the government. Now, the Cristero soldiers, in reality, I say soldiers because they took the role of a soldier, but they were, in reality, they were rancheros. They were men that owned land, and all of a sudden they had to become soldiers, protect their family, to protect their beliefs, and all of that. We still haven't gotten to the caves. We're still walking that way. But yeah, all of this is their path, where they used to be at, where they used to hide, where they used to wait for the train so they could flee to other states. It's crazy. Let's keep going, guys, and I'll keep telling you a little bit more and showing you a little bit more of what we see. And in all these places, guys, because the Cristero people, they had gold back then. They used to hide their gold in places like these, little caves that were dug down and then covered back up. I imagine if this tunnel was still up back then, or if it existed, that they used to take shelter in this tunnel. Again, like we keep saying, I mean, the way I see it is these were families. These were families that believed in Catholicism, believed in the church, And all of a sudden, when the government wanted to get rid of Catholicism, they had to stand up and say, hey, you know what? I'm not with it. I'm gonna be an outlaw, and I'm gonna fight with you for what I believe in. I don't know if you are able to see. I don't have the flashlight in here because it's just a tunnel to the other side. But look, I can imagine they used it as shelter. Now Oscar went down there, I don't know why, and David's way over there. I gotta catch up to David, because if I go back and I don't find Oscar, well, I'm gonna be lost. I don't know this area. This is the first time I've been here. It's the second time that I've came to Tequila, Jalisco. But yeah, I love showing y'all some of the stories out here. Just heard someone behind me. Also, a while back, probably like half a year back or a little bit more, I play baseball on Friday, so I usually catch an Uber to my house after baseball. And that day I took Uber, and I don't know how the conversation started, but we ended up talking about this guy that his dad was actually in the Cristero War, that he was protecting his family and they had to flee out of state just to make sure that his family was okay. Could you imagine that? Being at your house, being your homeland, and then all of a sudden the rules want to change, whether you like it or not, and you have to move. Look, looks like somebody lives here. Some type of homeless guy, or I don't know. Let's keep going. Now, one thing that I do know, guys, I don't know about y'all, but if I was to live back in that time, back in that era, and I don't like to get much into that subject, but I was raised a Catholic. Right now, if you ask me what religion I go for or what religion I believe in, I would tell you I believe in God. I don't go to church. I don't do much of that stuff. But back to what I was saying, if I was alive back then with my family and we were Catholics like 100%, and just because the government said, hey, you know what, you're not allowed to believe in the Lady of Guadalupe or any of Catholicism beliefs, I don't think I would be with it. You know, I would stand up and rebel against that. I don't know about y'all, but, or what do y'all think? It's a crazy fact to think of, because, yeah, just imagine just someone out of nowhere telling you, hey, you know what? You can't believe that the sky's blue. Or something like that, something similar, you know? Now y'all see on my last video that I'm walking through some railroad tracks as well. I'm making my way up a canyon, and I wish the railroad tracks there would have been like right here. Flat, solid. I couldn't make it all the way to the top over there. I'm gonna still try until I'm successfully able to make it to the top, but only if it was this easy. Let's go catch up to Oscar. Alright guys, so Oscar's telling me that we just got to the first place where they used to hide out. Oscar's in there. I don't know if you can see him, and he's actually standing up. So I imagine that, yeah, they used to hide out there, wait for the train. He's telling me that over here there's another one. Let's go check it out and see if we can go in there. Let me get my lights on. let's go up in here. Well, it's gonna be a little difficult. But look, guys, you are able to get here in here, and you're also able to stand up. It's a little bit hard to get in here, but as y'all can see, is because rocks have been falling. Look, guys, I imagine that all this fell already. Okay, it gets deeper in there. Let's keep going. Wow. And yeah, I just heard that it's a big old rock that just fell. This is a bit dangerous. I'm not gonna keep going because there's no way to keep going in there that way. But let's take a look a little bit higher. Hold on. The rocks are really loose, so I'm not gonna try to make that much movement because I don't want to be crushed in here. So this is as far as we can go. I imagine all these rocks got loose because of the train, the vibration. But yeah, that's the small cave. Nice. Let's make our way out. Let someone else come up in here. Look, guys, so I just came out of there. It's a little bit scary because the rocks are really loose. First time I've been here, so I really don't know this cave and know how big or deep it used to be. But like I was telling y'all in there, I imagine by the same vibration of the train, little by little the rocks have been breaking and collapsing. Because if you notice right here, it's not a solid rock, it's layers. Y'all see what I mean about that it's not a solid rock, it's layers. If I'm not mistaken, this is all lava from the volcano that's around here, the volcano of Tequila. Yeah, I definitely believe this is lava. Look how it looks. Look, guys, there's Oscar's sled. He's going in there as well. Y'all know how tall he is. And look, he's about to be in there standing up. Now, small detail that Oscar was telling me about these two places, and it's written down in history. And another spot back there is that the government used to send gold and food and all kinds of other stuff to campsites through the train. So what the Cristeros, when this war was going on, what they used to do is they used to throw rocks on the railroad, rocks, bunch of sticks and all of that, forcing the train to stop, clear the path. So by the time they clear the path, they will come out of there. They will come out of there as well, and they will come out from that hideout that I missed back there. In a minute, I'll go out there and I'll show y'all. Alright, guys, this is the other hideout that I was telling y'all about. That when they stopped the train, a bunch of the Cristero soldiers were down here, and they will all come up and start looting the train. Now, the more I think about this and the more the more I analyze the situation and what happened, what they did is that they made these Catholics, these Cristeros, become outlaws. The things that they made them start doing, you know, they became practically like bandits, I would say. And look, this is where they will all hide out. I see a small cave up there. In a minute I'm gonna go check it out. But yeah, I can see that happening. I can see a bunch of the Cristero soldiers down here just hiding out. And then all of a sudden the train stopped. When the train stopped, everybody just goes to the top and they start looting it, bringing the stuff down, going for more. And then they would get lost in the mountains, you know. Look at this area. You can only imagine back then. And yeah, look, it's a great place to hide out, to stake out the train. Because look, you have cover in case of the rain, whatever situation. You could hide, and it's really not that visible. You see what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from. Unless you really pay attention, come down here. Yeah, it's not visible at all. But look, there's even holes where people come and dig, trying to find stuff that they maybe hid or left behind. That looks like another little cave. Let's go check this out. I seen like a little, I guess you could call it hut. I'm sure it's recent. The wood would have rotten by now. But yeah, look, you could have a good Cristero campsite right here while the train comes. Look at this. Now this is old wood. No, this probably is from back then. And look, a little resting place. You come down, sit, and you're covered. You're out of sight. Yeah, so imagine what the government did to them. They made them become outlaws, do stuff that they would never thought they would do, but they had to survive one way, guys. Look at this beautiful area. Yeah, so that's a little bit of the story so far of these areas and the events that happened here. Let's go check out that little cave up there. Alright, let's keep going. We're still in the same place, the same area. But we're just exploring a little bit around. Look, I know y'all seen me say it a few times, but only if the walls can talk. And look, I imagine up here, I don't know how well hidden it is, but imagine, yep, that they would also hide out up here, stay out of sight, like somewhere right here, and be on the lookout for the train. As soon as they see the train from far away, they will let them know, get ready. I imagine everybody getting ready right there in the middle, and then just running up as soon as the train stops. It's crazy what sometimes decisions that the government make, what toll it takes on people, what it makes them do. But yeah, history. Alright guys, let's start heading to the second part. Oscar and David are waiting for me, so let me go catch up to them. Whew. I was about to start running down, but I'm not trying to fall. I'll keep showing y'all in a minute. But they would come out and they would take the gold, they would take the food, and they would flee the area for the same thing, to go feed their families, to take care of them, you know. They had to be on the run, so they couldn't be out in the open, buy stuff. But yeah, David's been in there for a while, so I imagine that one is deep. Y'all seen how deep that one was? In a minute when David comes out, we're gonna go in there as well. Alright guys, so it's my turn. Let's start heading into this cave. Get prepared with our light and our flashlight. Let's go in here. Let's see how deep it is. I really don't know how deep it is, but look, I'm able to fully stand in here. So imagine, like I was telling y'all, the Cristero people used to hide in here, and as soon as the train was stopped, they would just get out and keep going. Like, it looks like it just gets to here, but right here to the bottom, it's a lot smaller. Let's keep going and see how deep it is. Okay. Oh my goodness, look. It's deep and I'm actually able to walk in here. Let me see. Let me see if I can keep going. Yup. I'm able to keep going. But I don't think I'll be able to pass through that little spot. As a matter of fact, yeah. No, I am gonna be able to keep going. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to keep going. Let me just take a little breath. But yeah, like I was telling you, I imagine they would just hide in the front part, and when the train was fully stopped, that's when they would get out from the cave and keep going. I don't know if they went up in there like I'm about to do so, but this cave does look really deep. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Let me go get another flashlight and I'll see y'all in a minute. Guys, I'm back with the flashlight, and I kept going in a little bit more from that part where I stopped. Now I'm able to record, but look, it looks like it's gonna be a lot deeper. And I mean, I find it hard, but look, I see how deep it is. I find it a little bit hard, but yeah, a few people would be able to hide in here when the train stopped, come out and start looting the train. Right here, I'm able to get up a little bit more. I'm able to stand up right here. Oh, nice, look. Whoa. Oh, a bat just came at me. Let's keep going. Oh, never mind. That's as far as it gets. Don't get further than that. I thought it would be a good idea to peek up there, and the bat came at me. It's still out there. There's just one bat. Oscar told me that little by little I have to lose that scarcity. And look, he's right there. And obviously when I'm bothering him in his natural habitat. Oh, I think the train's coming, guys. I'm out of here. Let me get out. Alright guys, so we ran a little bit. Here comes the train. so we're not trying to be in the path of the train. But here comes the train, guys. One of my subscribers loves trains, so here comes a train from Mexico, Guadalajara. See what I mean about the government? That's Ferromex. That's from the government. Darn, I should have put a coin on the railroad tracks. I haven't done that in over years. Alright guys, let's let this train pass. Look guys, I don't know if you are able to see or you can tell, but it has the date of when this was built, and this was built in 1913. It says the 11th of January of 1913. So yeah, it makes sense, because when all the Cristero events started happening was in 1926 through 1929. So this tunnel was already built. And what they were telling us about the Cristeros hijacking the gold and the food, it makes sense. Well, the dates, they coordinate. Wow, the story. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what else we see in this path, a path of Cristeros. Alright guys, we left the railroad track area up there. We came into a field of tequila because we saw a cave up ahead. But look, here's another little cave for like animals. Let's go see how deep this other cave is. And yeah, show y'all the adventure. So far it's been great, but we gotta really be careful walking across right there, because these plants, look, they got thorns, and oh boy, alright guys, let's keep going. When I get to the cave, I'll show y'all, and yeah, show y'all, and towards the end I'll let y'all know what ended up happening with the Cristero War. But y'all can only imagine the stories, the events that took place here. My kind of scenery. Look what we found. We found the entrance, I want to say, to the same cave, but from the other side. But look. Oh my goodness. I don't know how deep it is, but I think it's gonna be deep. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, we were just down there. We helped each other to get up here. And this is the cave. Look how it looks that way. That's the one we thought it was gonna be deep, but it's not deep at all. Look, let me show y'all. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna be able to fit through there.
¿No crees que sea más fácil si nos vamos a darle la vuelta y subimos por allá? Va a ser mucho recorrido, güey.
And we're about to attempt to go up there. At least that one looks high. Stop recording so we can help each other get up there.
Ya no puedes subir. Vamos para abajo. Aguas, no manches, ya no puedo subir ahí.
There goes David. Oscar's gonna help him like that, right there.
Mira, vente por aquí, güey.
That's why they call him trepaceros. He's a climber.
Aquí, güey.
Oops.
Some of the things that we have to do to
What?
get to some of the places that we want to get to.
Muévete, más. Más.
Mira tu paso.
Teamwork.
Muévete más. Más. A ver ahí. Ábreme. Ábrete más. Oscar.
Nomás puede
No.
poquillo.
No, métete para pero gírate, derecha.
¿Sí?
Más. Un poquito más.
No, güey. La miro muy cabrona.
No, aguanta. Ya, estoy.
Alright guys, so we weren't able to get up there. So we're gonna go around and we're gonna find that entrance over there.
¿No hay muchas piedras?
No, creo que
¿Pura tierrita?
Geronimo! Oh, my foot's all in dirt. Alright, so it wasn't deep like we thought it would be. We weren't able to get up there, but we're gonna go find the entrance somewhere up there. We're gonna have to climb that all the way up and find the entrance and go down there. It's a must. Let's go. So let's go to the top of the mountain. Luckily, look, the way up is not that hard. Yeah, let's go. Alright guys, we got some goats. Hey Billy the goat. We gotta go that way. Yeah guys, maybe we won't be able to go down. It's really hard to get down there. Let's go around because the drop is right there. Look. So let's go around. Gotta be careful where you walk through. Hey, look, Oscar's trying to go down there. So y'all can see the drop. Well, it's not that small. I don't think we're gonna be able to go down there. Oh, look, an owl.
Es un nido de una lechuza.
Oscar's telling me that there's a owl nest down there. As y'all seen that owl just go out? But I just had something land on my hand and it stung me. It hurt. Look what kind of scenery, guys. We're going back to the railroad tracks, but we took another way. Let's see if we can make it. I don't see David no more. There he is. But nope, I don't think we'll be gonna be able to go down at all. Let's get a little bit closer over here. Oh yeah, that's a big drop. No way. Alright guys, we're walking along here. We came across some people. They are trimming the plants of tequila. And we found another cave, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to go in there. Because look, they put all the weeds here and they're burning it up. Who knows how deep that cave is. Well, next time we're out here, we're gonna have to come down. They're out there trimming it. Let's keep going, see what else we find. Alright guys, so we're back in the railroad tracks. Those are the caves that we were told about and the hideouts about the Cristero War, or the Cristero Rebellion, or also known as La Cristada. Right now, when we're right there where they were burning the weeds, they told us that there's some caves down this way as well. We're gonna go look for them. Hopefully we find them and I'll show ya. And if we don't, well, I'll say bye to y'all a little bit up ahead. Another thing I told y'all, the way the war ended, nobody won. I know I told y'all that it seemed like the Cristero people were winning the war, but at the end they came to an agreement and the war ended. So that war lasted exactly 3 years. Let's keep going. Alright guys, we've been walking the railroad tracks for approximately 30 minutes. We did not find the other cave. Oh well, but y'all got to see a few caves. We're out of here guys. Oscar?
Peace.
Davey?
Peace.
Till next time.